YouTube, what is going on? Back in my latest video. Today I have a CGC return. So really excited to show you guys this pickup. I got 25 books that I sent out. They were all pre-screened, so I'm not sure if all of them will come back as graded. So really excited to crack this box open, see what came back graded, and see what grades we got. But before we get in this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit subscribe button down below as well so you updates my most recent content, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as I'm posting the video. So like I said, it was 25 books that I sent over. I don't know what grade I had them pre-screened at. We'll kind of get into it once I see what it is. I sent in 2 orders, so this will be the first part of this submission, and then I'll do another video for my second submission that's sent out. So what the pre-screen is you're able to tell CGC that you want to get a certain grade for the comic book, and if it doesn't get that grade, they charge you a $5 fee instead of the full grading fee, and they will send the book back ungraded. But if it doesn't meet that requirement, then they grade it, encapsulate it, and you'll get the book in either that grade you put or higher. So let's open this box and see what grades we got. All right, guys. So looks like we got, I think it looks like 14 books that were graded, and then looks like we have a box right here that's a little bit thicker than I hoped it would be of books that were not graded, which I'm not too mad about. You know, having them do it for $5 isn't that much. You know, it's $5. Unfortunately, that's out the window. But a lot of these books may not have been worth having encapsulated if they were not whatever grade I put it at. So let's see what we got that was ungraded, and then we'll get into the graded stuff real quick. Alright, guys. Hopefully they're not the books I want to make sure were graded, or the ones I'd rather prefer to have graded. So, oh man, so this sucks. We have Powerpuff Girls #1. I know you guys saw me have this book in another previous video, and that one was a pretty low grade. So unfortunately, didn't get a higher grade. I think this might have been a 9.0. A 9.0 requirement. We got Rugrats #1. That's also sucks. That'd been cool. We have Dragon Ball Z #1. Dragon Ball Z #2. So that sucks. Oh man. So these books, the Dragon Ball Z ones, I got second edition or second copy of Dragon Ball Z. These books, the Dragon Ball Z ones, are in like that multi-pack. Sometimes the multi-pack books are hard to get in higher grade. I think this might have been a 9.6 minimum. We'll see when we get to the books. Actually, I had a third copy of Dragon Ball Z. I had a bunch of multi-packs of this. Okay, so this actually sucks. I was hoping this one would get graded. We have Bone #9. I sent in a bunch of Bone books. I think this probably would be in this submission as opposed to the other one. I got a lot online, a whole bunch of early Bone comics, so sucks that that one's not meeting the requirement, because I thought that was actually in pretty high shape. Oh, this one kind of sucks. We have Dexter's Laboratory. Well, Dexter's first appearance as Cartoon Network Presents #1. Was hoping that this one would actually get graded, but again, must be something wrong. I don't think they actually give notes as far as why the books don't meet the requirements. But this is still definitely a great book that I have in my collection. I was excited to get this. That's not a book you see every day, but still a cool one. This is a cool one that I just wanted to get graded, but I didn't want to get it graded if it wasn't in really, really high shape. And that is Prince and the New Generation #1. I thought it would be a cool one to have encapsulated, but it's not like an expensive book, but if it was going to be high grade, it'd be kind of cool to have a high grade of it. 2 more. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #6. It's got a dark cover, so I'm not surprised that, you know, there were some issues with that. And then last but not least, a final Bone book. We have Bone #7. So that's actually not too bad considering the Bone books, because I think that's 7 and 9. I don't think I had #1, but I think I had 2 through 9 that I sent. So we'll see. All right, so we're gonna get into the books now. Each of these books should at least be high grade then, because these were rejected and they look pretty good. I did press all these books myself, so I didn't send anything that would have like obvious damage. This was probably the best I could get out of it, at least. So let's see what we got. So first, we have Regular Show #1. So this is from 2013. Regular Show is definitely a show I enjoy. This is, I think, cover B or cover A. I think we'll see in a second. I do have another copy of this to send over that's a variant cover that's really cool. So let's see what we got. 9.0. So I guess that kind of shows you the 9.0 is the pre-screen grade. So all these books are going to be 9.0 or higher, which is good to see. So all those books that I showed you weren't 9.0s, which is pretty surprising for some of them, especially like the Bone books I thought would be higher grade, and the Ninja Turtle one I thought would be able to get that, but some of the Cartoon Network books I'm not entirely surprised. But a 9.0 for regular show number 1. It's not a book that too many people are grading, but I like these animation books, and I think this one's a really cool one to have for the collection. Alright guys, so moving right along. Like I said, we have 14 books, so let's see what we got next. Okay, so this is a cool one. We have Flaming Carrots number 21. This is the first appearance of the Ninja Turtles in color, I believe. We'll check in a second. A lot of people talk about it as Ninja Turtles Adventures number 1, but I think this is actually predates that. But we'll see. This is Flaming Carrots number 27. Pretty cool. Okay, so this is also 9.0. Yeah, so it doesn't say it in there, but I'm pretty sure that's what this book is. It's the first appearance of the Ninja Turtles in color. Pretty cool book. Not one that people talk about too often. I think this is an underrated key, so if you're looking to add this kind of book to your collection, definitely can find this. Raw, probably like 15-20 bucks, but in this condition, I don't know what it's going for, but pretty cool book. Happy that this is one of the ones that got graded. That is definitely a low-key key. So, all right, guys, moving right along. Let's see what we got with this book. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. We have Ratchet and Clank number 1. These video game books are actually pretty hard to come by, especially in high grade. You don't come across them pretty often. This book's not cheap. I think it's probably like 50 bucks raw. Let's see what we got for it. A 9.6. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, this is why pre-screenings is, I think, worth doing, because you at least guarantee yourself a minimum grade, but you obviously can get a higher grade as well. So Ratchet and Clank number 1 and a 9.6, first appearance of Ratchet and Clank in comic books. So very, very excited about that. So we got our first 9.6 or higher. Let's see if we can get some 9.8s in this. So we have New Age number 1. Oh man, I forget what this is. Also Ninja Turtle related because it's got a Ninja Turtle ad on the back. I'll show you guys in a second. Let's see what grade we got on it. A 9.6. Okay, pretty cool. So there's the New Age Ninja Turtles right there on the back. This one actually does predate the Flaming Carrot, so I forget what the Flaming Carrot one is. I will check in a second. I'll let you guys know. But New Age is number 1. Also a color version of the Ninja Turtles early appearance. Very, very cool. Another underrated key comic book. All right, guys. So I got them confused. New Age is actually the first color appearance of the Ninja Turtles on the back right there, and then Flaming Carrots number 27 is actually just a color version of the Ninja Turtles that Todd McFarlane did the cover of. So pretty cool books. All right, guys. So moving right along. Let's see what we got for the next book. Oh wow, so this is the return of Disney's Aladdin number 1. I just like these Disney books. I think the number 1s are pretty underrated. I think this is, again, I've said it in the past, I think the animation stuff is going to have a revitalization or a renewed interest at some point. I know the older school ones, not like the Bronze Age, but like Silver Age and Golden Age animation has a lot of fans. I think eventually the people my generation are going to start collecting this stuff because that's the characters they grew up with. So I'm trying to get ahead of that game, and let's see what we got with this. We got a 9.2 for Return of Disney's Aladdin. So we got Jafar on there, the red genie with Iago and the crystal ball. Thought it was a cool cover. Number 1, decided it was worth getting graded. So pretty cool book. All right, guys, moving right along. Next book. This is a funny one. We got Sesame Street number 1. So there's a couple different covers for this one. There was also a cover with Elmo, like Super Elmo. Actually, I'll show you, it's in the back. I have a copy of that, but that wasn't really high grade at all. But this one's pretty cool. We got Snuffy, Rosita, and Oscar on the front, and we got a 9.6 for it. Pretty cool. Now, also 5 different covers exist, and they form a single image. So there's the Elmo cover right there. So definitely try to track down these other 4 covers, see if I can get them in high grade as well. But the Elmo cover I had wasn't too great, so I did not send that one in. But 9.6 for that. That's actually pretty cool. I don't think Sesame Street number 1 is one that many people are sending in. I don't know if that may be the highest grade on the census. That'd be pretty cool to see though. All right, guys. Up next, we have Pokemon: The Electric Tail of Pikachu number 2. You got red on there with Pikachu with the hat. And it's got a 9.6. All right, cool. So this is another one that is in the multi-pack. So they're multi-packs. You would think with multi-packs and poly bags that those would be easy to get high grade. They actually kind of are harder to get in high grade. That multi-pack and the poly bag normally have a seam that kind of gets into it and it's hard to get out sometimes. So looks like that pressing got some of it out, and we got a 9.6, so pretty happy about that. Alright guys, moving on to the Bone covers. So here we go, we got Bone number 8 from 1993. Dark cover, so I was pretty surprised that this one is one of the ones that actually got graded. And it got a 9.0, so just barely made it. 9.0 for Bone number 8. Pretty satisfied with that. Dark cover with the dinosaurs. I think it's a really, really dope cover. Pretty cool book. Really happy about that grade. Alright guys, let's see. I think there's probably going to be more Bone books moving forward. And I'm right, so we got Bone number 10. Another cool cover. All these early Bone covers are pretty dope. And I also got a 9.0. Very, very cool. Definitely a dope cover. Alright guys, so it looks like about 5 more books. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick, and like I said, there's a second video, so make sure you subscribe so you can see the second video and see what grades and books came out back from that. Alright, so next we have another Pikachu book. We have Electric Tail Pikachu number 4. You got, what's that, Poliwhirl, Psyduck, Slowpoke, Bulbasaur, Electrode, Oddish, Jigglypuff, and Meowth. That's actually Horsey. I thought Bulbasaur was there, but this is 7th printing. Let's see what we got for it. So we got 9.0 for that one. So the other one was definitely in better condition, but pretty cool book nonetheless. Very, very cool from Viz Comics. And we got number 3 as well. And this Brock, Red, and Onyx on there. And that one got a 9.6. So unfortunately the number 4 got a lower grade, but this one, oh, that's not Red, that's Misty. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, 2 more or 3 more books. Hit that like button if you're not already for a 9.8. I haven't got any 9.8s yet, so let's see if we can get one. So, oh, I did have 2 copies of this Ninja Turtles book, so there is some hope for this book. This is a pretty cool book. This is the first printing as well for number 6, and it got a 9.0. Okay, pretty cool book. You know, I just think that's a really dope cover. Those early Turtle books are just so cool. Every time I find them, I'm really excited, and I think I got that in a lot, so pretty cool to track that down. Alright, so we got another early Turtles book, number 5, from 1985, and that got a 9.2. Okay, so slight improvement from the other Turtle book. Very, very cool. That's actually one of the better grades so far. And one final book. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, finishing this off on a pretty cool book. We got Alf number 1. I think this is the first appearance of Alf in comic books. I'm not entirely sure. It may not be, but it definitely is his first solo title. A couple, you know, actually pretty, not big keys, but decent keys in Alf. Let's see what we got. 9.0 for Alf number 1. That portrait cover, really, really cool. And you got the popples on the back right there. So very, very 80s book right there. Alright guys, so those are the books I got for this shipment. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite one was. Like I said, I have a second shipment. So it looks like out of 25 books, over half of them got graded, which is pretty cool, and happy with those results and grades. So thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate your support as always. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're interested in checking out my main channel where I do Funko Pop content, check me out there at ThePopSavage. And if you want to check me out on my Instagram, check me out there at ThePopSavage. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, see you later.